Professor Pellegrini, it's great to have you here joining us in the New South Wales Parliament. It's a truly fascinating exhibition, just having a look at some of the pieces. It's called When Art Meets Science. It's from your organisation, the Centenary Institute. Can you tell us a little bit about the exhibition?
First of all, thanks very much, Mr. Harris, for hosting us here. And the pictures are really quite spectacular, I think. The pictures sort of represent the discoveries that are being made at Centenary. And I'd encourage everyone to come and have a look, because if you're an artist, you'll love the images. If you're interested in science, you'll love the images that show the discoveries that are being made and are impacting on people's health.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the images are captured?
So the images are predominantly captured by microscopes, but there are some super cool ones which are graphical representations. Like there's one that's a genetic defect that's responsible for sudden cardiac death. And it's a representation of all these little letters, A, G, C, T, which are actually the signatures that are in our DNA. And it's represented there, and it's got this sort of crack going through it.
When the images are being put together, do the people doing the research, do they look at those images and see other pictures in them as they interpret them?
I think that's the most amazing thing. When you're doing research, you're the first person to see the discovery. And this is exactly what they see. And they sort of think, wow, Eureka, I've just found something really quite phenomenal. There's this amazing one. It looks like a constellation, and it's actually an image of the liver with the cells in the liver. And they quote Carl Sagan, who's a famous physicist, and sort of says, we're made of star stuff. And that's exactly what it is. And you sort of learn about the universe by looking inwards. And this is really a great representation of exactly what science is and what science discovery is.
What would be your advice to people when they're looking at these images? What should they be looking for? What should they get out of it?
I think the most amazing thing is scientists are incredibly creative people. We've got visions, we're really curious, and we really want to make an impact on human health. Probably these pictures capture a lot of that. So just have a look at them. They're very meaningful on a very personal level. So a lot of them represent aspects of disease. Some of them represent our ability to perhaps impact or cure diseases. It's really quite phenomenal.
So it's not just an exhibition, it's also a competition?
It is indeed.
Can you tell us a little bit about that and when the final exhibition and those winners are announced?
The exhibition goes for a month, and then people can come in here and vote. There's a QR code, and there'll be a People's Choice Award.
Okay.
We also have a judge who'll judge, and there'll also be people at the Centenary Institute who'll be judging some of the best images. And I think that's really, really nice way to engage people. They can actually see which image speaks to them.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure the politicians get down.
Absolutely.
Parliament's back this week, so we'll get them all down there and make sure that they vote.
That'll be terrific.
And we really look forward to that final announcement of the prize winner. Thank you for sharing these images. It's really important.
Well, thanks again, Mr. Harris. It's amazing to be able to have this display here.